Right. Hey, before we get started, I should say that, Kristen, I hope
Yes,
you had a good week.
I did. Did you?
Yes, thank you very much. Before we get the show started, I just wanted to let everyone know that you can check out the Disney list on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, Pocket Cast, and so much more. So please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Tell your Disney friends, and definitely check us out on YouTube as well. All of our podcast links, as I said, it would certainly help us out tremendously. The other thing you can do to help us out would be to book your next Disney trip or Universal trip, which, by the way, we've got some great deals for you coming up in the show by booking with Kristen. And where can you do that, Kristen?
At themeparksandcruises@gmail.com. They can reach me there.
Okay, great. We also have our link to our Amazon as well. So if you happen to be shopping and you want something for the house, you want something for your significant other, your family members, whatever, it doesn't cost any more. All you have to do is click on the link, and Amazon throws us a little bit of change in the tip jar so you can keep supporting our show, right? Super easy. So the links are in the show notes. Anything else we need to talk about before we get things started?
I don't think so.
Okay, I think we've taken care of everything we need to take care of. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road.
This production of the Sorcerer Radio Network.
Fun imagination, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Broadcasting from the Tiki Room Studios in Music City.
It's the Disney List.
The Disney List.
You've got to have characters that the audience, the viewer, the reader cares about.
What makes a hero? What's friendship? What's the idea of sacrificing yourself for something larger?
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
Disney List on Sorcerer Radio with your hosts, Kristen and Aljon. Welcome back to yet another show. Aljon Go here. What's up? Lifelong Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars fan at the helm, joined by my lovely and talented co-host, Kristen. Hello.
Hello.
Well, I am so happy you're back joining us for yet another show. It's been hot here in the U.S. We're still practicing social distancing when we're not together. Of course, we have to do that together. But
with everybody else, we have to social distance.
Wearing the masks, making it happen. Making sure we curtail and flatten everything. We flatten it. Bam! I'd like to say hello to all of our friends out there. Paul and Lindsay are top fans. I know Gail is somewhere joining us as well. For you to interact with us, you need to be checking us out on our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Disney List. Of course, I'm always joined by my lovely and talented co-host, Kristen, from the Dining at Disney podcast. And you had an epic show this week.
Yes, it's the longest show, I believe, that we have ever done on Dining at Disney.
One of them, for sure. It was super long, and I'm producing their podcast, and I'm looking at the show lengths, 30 minutes, 38 minutes, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 28 minutes, 140 minutes or whatever. Not 140 minutes. It's like an hour and 40 minutes, whatever. So, yeah, it was long, but it was good.
It
good
was.
Show.
We had Jewel from City Stroller on talking about Disneyland favorites, and then we also talked about her new upcoming business venture that she has going on that has to do with food. So
I love it. Jewel is the best. And another thing we can do, and I'm asking you all to do this, is feel free to give us those 5-star reviews on iTunes and Apple Podcasts as well. That would be super helpful. Of course, you're listening to us on the Sorcerer Radio Network as well at srsounds.com. We'd like to also give a shout out to everyone on our Discord. All you have to do is check out the Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone, not only on Facebook, it's a great group, but also in Discord. We answer questions, and maybe We'll have a section next week for an Ask Us Anything, which would be really cool. So it could be Disney questions, it could be travel questions, it could be whatever other questions you might
What
have
if
for
they
us.
want to ask about Universal or cruises?
Yeah, they can ask about that as well. In fact, that's a good transition because before we get into our list for this week, it's our 10 plus things to look forward to for new experiences at the Walt Disney World Resort during their phased reopening. New stuff, by the way, very new stuff, new developments, but we also have great deals, right?
Yes, we do.
We have great deals and some Disney Plus news. So without any further ado,
The Disney List.
Hi, I'm Ashley Eckstein, Ahsoka Tano of Star Wars The Clone Wars, and you're listening to Kristen and Aljon on Sorcerer Radio. Star Wars The Clone Wars, and you're listening to...
DJ Rex and DJ Sorcy, an awesome Turbulence remix. Love it. Can't wait to go back to Galaxy's Edge. I cannot wait. I can't wait. It's going to be some time, though, for us before we get back. We're saving our pennies. That'll be great, man. Hey, look, we have some people in the chat. Hello, Amy. Lindsay says it's 106 in Louisiana. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot.
That's too hot.
Paul Hackenbarth, one of our top fans. What up, man? Saying I can't wait till Tron. Speaking of experienced, I can't wait for Tron either. That's going to be a lot of fun. So let's talk a little bit about some of the news that we have coming up. Kristen's got some travel deals for you that are brand spanking new, so hot, so fresh, and just like DJ Sorcy. But what I have for you is what's up with Disney Plus. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world of Disney Plus. They have some brand new things they just launched, right? What?
I'm just laughing about like the fact that one of them happens to be Hamilton, and it has now
It's blown up.
Made issues though.
Oh, has it?
Oh yes.
How so? Do you want to expand on that? Or should we leave that alone?
I'm just gonna say people are reminding the writer and other people that Hamilton was a slave owner.
Oh, that's good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
There's always going to be something for people to complain
Well,
about.
we talk about this, that, you know, things that are wrong morally in this day and age, we've evolved, but there is no reason you can't change the past. You can just learn from it. And there's a lot of things you can learn about in history as it pertains to the history of the world at large and how empires have been built and how empires have been overthrown. So there's just a lot of really, there's a lot of things to learn out there. All right.
Well, there's some very interesting things about the way, like the Italians and the Irish were treated when they came here.
Oh, a lot of things.
There's a lot of
things.
Really cool history, but you have to pick up some books and really like dig in to find some of this stuff because it's not anything you're taught in school.
There's a lot of things about how the Chinese were treated as well. So having said that, let's move on to Disney Plus. Animal ER seasons 1 and 2. Can you believe Ice Age Collision Course is going to be on there as well? Ice Age Collision Course. I think that's Discovery Channel stuff. Of course, Hamilton, The Mighty Ducks is great. One Day at Disney, Dog's Life with Bill Farmer, Movie Star Dogs and Hounds and Horses. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You also have Solo, a Star Wars story that's going to be coming out later on this week. Can't wait for that. X-Men Days of Future Past, One Day at Disney, which is Mark Smith's story artist. That's always fun. A couple other things we've got here. Walt Disney Family Sundays. That's going to be in there. Another I'm trying to think of what else. We got Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, Muppets Now at the end of the month. That's really exciting. Incredibles 2, Marvel Funko season 1 and 2. So there's a lot of really neat things happening on Disney Plus, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into some new stuff. And of course, I will also see Hamilton. Kristen and I haven't seen Hamilton yet, but we will.
No, Natalie has been messaging me about she is going to watch it again a couple more times. She said it was fantastic.
Okay, great. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it myself.
It's very difficult. She found it to be difficult to follow along. So that's why part of why she wants to watch it again, because it's all rap.
Yes. That's my understanding.
So
that'll be good. So now time for more Disney travel deals. Kristen, it's always great to hear about the travel deals, especially as the park reopens in phases, and not just for Walt Disney World, but also for Universal. So check this out, Kristen. What you got?
Okay, well, I'm going to start off with Universal Orlando because they actually opened first. So I'm going to start off with their news. Okay. Right now, they have, from now through August 13th, you can purchase a buy 2 days and you get 2 days free. So wow. 4 days apart for the price of 2.
I like it.
That's great. Another deal that they're running, and this is a big amount. It's been a long time since I've seen a travel deal that offered 40% off.
I've never seen one.
Stay.
I've never seen one. Not at these resorts.
Not at these.
Not at any of these.
No, not these. Aventura Hotel and the Cabana Bay Beach Resort. If you stay 3 or more nights, you get 40% off your room.
I can't believe that.
And you have until July 31st. So you just got about 3 weeks, guys. You can book it, and then you can travel now through December 17th. So.
They and like we've said in the past, they have some extensive social distancing, cleanliness, just like you would at Disney. They've done a really good job there at City Walk and all the Universal resorts in terms of just keeping it clean and making sure you can still kind of interact at a distance from their characters, like the Scooby-Doo gang, my beloved Scooby-Doo gang, or of course the rest of the Marvel characters as well. So yes, very cool stuff. And now on to Walt Disney World Resort.
Yes, Disney, their deal is you can save up to 35% on 5-night stays. Now, the minimum discount, which is one I haven't seen in a long time, is it starts at 25%. Usually it starts at 10 or 15 for the values, but it's starting the discount at 25%. So no matter where you stay, you're going to get a nice chunk off. And you have to book between now and October 24th, and it's for stays August 1st through November 22nd. And then November 28th through December 21st. Mm-hmm. Another deal is for those that are Florida residents, you can save up to 35% off now through September 30th. And you have until September 30th to book your resort reservation.
Amazing. These are great deals, guys. And then, not to be outdone, if you want to take a Disney cruise, this is something that they are offering for a limited time, and it is because of everything that's going on. They're introducing what is called a cruise date flexibility, and you have until August 31st to book any sailings that are through March of 2021. And when you book that, you have all the way up until 15 days prior to your sail departure date to change when it is with no penalties. I've never seen this before, so it's really cool that you can do that. And should you need to postpone it, delay your trip, that you have that option right now with Disney Cruise Lines. So that's unprecedented.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Unprecedented.
And again, that has to be booked. A cruise has to be booked by August 31st.
All right, Kristen, that's awesome. Great deals to be had for the Universal Orlando Resort as well as Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise Line. And where can people ping you if they want to go ahead and book their trip or maybe get some free quotes?
They can email me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
Awesome. Please do it. Support the show and hit up Kristen, because not only is she the Dining at Disney guru, she's also the travel guru. She'll help sprinkle a little bit of that pixie dust for your next trip. Yeah.
Speaking of all this travel stuff, I do have one thing to mention that I am curious about, because I'm going to write an article about it and make it easier for everybody. What is it that you want to know about traveling now, like upcoming travel in the near future through 2021? What kind of things are you wanting to know is going on when it comes to safety, sanitation, travel deals, all that kind of stuff? If you could put in the comments below what kind of things you want to know, I'm going to compile those and put together some cool information for everybody.
Okay, please do that. And email again, Kristen.
themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
This is Brian Crosby from Walt Disney Imagineering, and you're listening to Sorcerer Radio.
Oh, Brian from WDI. What a great dude. We're back, and we are talking about all the different things that you can experience, brand new things you can experience at the park. But before we do our list of all of those really cool things, Kristen, you wanted to kind of reiterate a lot of the different things that we have going on there in terms of, I don't know, safety, cleanliness, concerns, different things like that. So what we have to do is just go ahead and actually just talk a little bit about it. I mean, it's pretty interesting. You know, we've seen some videos as of late of how the parks are reopening in this phase.
Yes.
And they have installed not only social distancing markers where people know exactly the length that they need to stay and distance themselves for safety, but also the different barricades and different things. And I wouldn't say it's barricades, but, you know, the different types of things that they are doing in order to maintain that distance safety, right?
Yes.
Especially like Space Mountain, right? So you go into Space Mountain, the queue says, I guess the queue says it's like 5-10 minutes, you basically a walk on, but the line is really long because of the amount of social distancing that's involved in this. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing that they're doing. I guess we can go ahead and maybe talk about this particular thing that we have, this piece. I think this is just really important. Did you kind of want to set this up for us?
Yeah, so this is a clip, and this is from the Senior Vice President of Sales, Services, and Events at Disney Destinations. Her name is Claire, and she is talking about what Disney is doing right now for sanitation and health and safety of the cast members and the guests. So here we go.
Okay.
As you know, promoting health and safety for our guests, cast, and community is something we take very seriously. That's why we've taken time to plan, and we're taking a measured approach to reopening. It's also why we're putting deliberate measures in place to promote health and safety and having cast members engaged to help guests follow the procedures. If you saw the message this week from our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Pam, then you know that she shared, we have reimagined the Disney experience so that we can all enjoy the magic responsibly. Our Disney Parks commitment to health and safety measures will help us do just that. So let me share with you what things will look like. First, we have a combination of health and wellness measures to help reduce risk in our carefully managed environment of our theme parks and resorts. This includes limited attendance, physical distancing, face coverings for all guests and cast members, and lots of hand washing. Second, we've updated our already high standards for cleanliness, and we are increasing cleaning and disinfecting across our parks and resorts, and updating procedures for our guest rooms in our resort hotels. We've also tapped into our Disney innovation, and we're using technology to promote health and safety. This includes updating our existing apps with key information and offering limited contact options like mobile ordering, cashless payments, and online check-in. And you can rest assured that safety starts with our cast. So we've adopted some new policies and procedures for cast members at work. This includes additional training on how to take care of themselves, new health and safety protocols in work areas, and health screenings. And finally, we know that working together with our guests is a key to success because we all share a responsibility for health and safety. We're proactively providing the resources and information that our guests will need to navigate our new policies and procedures and to do their part. And we look to all of you to help us reinforce that information. I hope you can see that our teams have put a great deal of thought and work into our phased reopening in this new environment. We've had some tremendous success at Disney Springs and in our reopened resort hotels, and now we're absolutely thrilled to welcome guests.
Pretty good. I like it.
Yep.
I like it. We have some comments in the chat regarding this. Danny Edwards, our buddy in the chat, says, I've been watching the vloggers to see what measures they've taken. Oop, the chat moved on me. This is what happens when you're live, folks. I've been I've been checking out the vloggers to see what measures they've been taking around the parks. My main concern is that they will continue to maintain the same sanitation techniques they're currently doing. I think they've done a great job so far. Awesome. Yeah, it looks like that. So far, so good, right? And then Lindsay saying, I wonder how mousekeeping is working. Al, I guess they're doing really well in terms of the mousekeeping, right?
I would think they probably are using gloves and changing between rooms as they're cleaning. That would be my guess is one of their things to cut down on the transfer of any kind of germs. Yep. I'm just going to put it out there and make a suggestion to people because this is just what I already do because of having first of all, having a compromised immune system. And then secondly, I'm OCD about things being clean. I take with me when I travel a pack of
and by the way, no disrespect. You are definitely, there are people that actually have a literal OCD, like, because I know they always say that they're OCD about certain things. I am diagnosed by a doctor as being OCD. Yes, right. I am being treated for my OCD. Yeah. But where it comes in handy is when it comes to traveling and cleanliness, because I take a pack of Lysol, Clorox, some kind of disinfecting wipe, and go through the room, and I clean all countertops, all light switches, the curtain rod that you use to adjust it, I clean that. Anything, TV remote, the phone, the alarm clock, all of those things that could be dirty because they are frequently used. I use Clorox wipes, wipe it all down, and the room is good for me until I go to the next hotel. There you go. Love it. I think this is probably the cleanest this resort is ever going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Any park is going to be. But there is still that looming thought of, yes, it is still a real concern about contracting coronavirus. Understood. So, but understand that they are doing their very best to keep things clean and safe within all the recommended guidelines that every expert has put out there. Face coverings, social distancing, frequent hand washing, barriers, and everything to keep their cast members as well as your safety at the utmost importance.
Well, and we do know from people who have been to Disney Springs that Disney has been making sure that you aren't just walking around holding a drink so that you don't have to wear a mask, that if they do see people doing that, cast members are approaching those guests and saying, unless you're drinking or eating, we need you to please make sure that your face is covered. So we know that they are doing that kind of stuff to try and keep everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing.
No, that's good stuff for sure. Hey, Danny says in the chat, I've been watching. Oh, wait. Nope.
You already
I've already said that. Nope. There was another comment here. It's moving. Michelle says, I've been to both theme park openings. I think Disney's set up better than Universal, but I felt safe at both parks. Awesome. Good to know.
Yeah, because we have seen the videos of Universal, and to me, I was quite impressed with how well they seem to be managing the whole thing. So
Michelle continues and said they were spraying disinfectant on each log flume at Splash Mountain after several runs. We know that they're doing the same thing for all the ride vehicles, you know, whether it's doom buggies or flumes or just teacups or whatever the case is. They're going around and they're being very clean. I mean, like I said, and this is a good thing. This is a good thing, right? So yeah, so just understand they're doing their very best in order to maintain a very clean and safe environment. Danny says in the chat, I'd rather have the room cleaned prior to my arrival than leave it until I check out. I'm sure you're going to have that option. I'm like you. I'm the same way. When I was living out of a suitcase in my sales job, I was doing the same thing. I checked in. I don't let anyone check my room out unless I needed towels, or even if I needed towels or whatever, I would go down and pick up extra towels and they would clean it on my way out. I would always have the do not disturb sign up. But he continues, I know others aren't the same, but I'd like them to ask how often I would like housekeeping during my stay. I think that's important. You know, you can specify that. And if you need housekeeping, I know at the Disney parks, I'm sure they'll be able to bring someone housekeeping over to help you through whenever you want. But for me, I know Kristen knows this. I always put do not disturb. Don't come in unless you're invited in. If you don't see it, you can come in. If you see the sign, guess what? Don't come in.
And I often, once our room is clean, do that just because I don't want somebody coming and thinking that there's nobody in the room. And I mean, we have my expensive camera and laptops and recording gear and that kind of stuff. And so if we're at Disney, then we are more likely to we don't do that all the time. You do when you travel alone. But I do like my room to be cleaned and getting more of the toiletries, especially when you're staying at a resort that has really nice toiletries.
Or you can always get more at the front desk. Danny
I like my bed made.
See, Danny agrees with me. Danny agrees with me. High five, Danny. Awesome. I just don't like people poking around my room. Lindsay says, I do that all the time. I hate people in my room. LOL. Yes. You know, that's the thing. We go in, Kristen and I, we're ready to be in our vacation mode. She sanitizes everything. I kind of get everything packed up and ready to go. And that's just how I roll. And when I was even traveling by myself, I do like to sanitize things, you know, especially surfaces that you are putting your own stuff on, whether it's the inside of drawers or definitely tabletops.
Yeah, that's the other thing I always do.
You know, and the worst part is going on airplanes, but that's a whole other story. I know that there are some families in there that are considering flying, and, you know, I just want to make sure you guys are taking precautions and being safe out there. Chris and I are at a place where we can drive to the Walt Disney World Resort from Music City and mosey on down. It's a very long drive, but it's an enjoyable drive because we're road partners, we're buddies. So we sing songs and tell each other stories and laugh at people online on Facebook. That's what we do on the way to Disney Park. Okay.
That is the good thing about being centrally located
Right.
on the eastern side of the U.S. is we're in a really good spot, like in between. You know, we've got Ohio and Lake Erie up at the top of us, and then Florida going all the way down. That it's not a bad drive to any place within 700 miles. So.
No, it's pretty good. It's not bad. But anyway, we want to know what kind of things you're concerned about, like Kristen said, feel free to drop us a comment on Facebook and let us know. We'll read it on our next episode. I think it'd be awesome. And yeah, that's basically all for that. Now we can move on to other things, like all the new things you can experience now post-COVID, now that they're reopening there at Walt Disney World.
This is Brian Crosby from Walt Disney.
Ooh, I just played that.
Hi, this is Jeffrey Epstein, D23's Disney Geek, and you're listening to Sorcerer Radio.
I was going to cue up some music, but I'm so late on this. Let's just try this again, because I'll just take this out. Hey, it's live, folks, and I shut down all my windows. There you go. How about, let's try this.
Your Disney list.
Hi,
I'm just messing up. I'm just messing up. All my keys are not marked. That's what it is.
Hi, this is Jeffrey Epstein, D23's Disney Geek, and you're listening to Sorcerer Radio.
All right, now we're back. DJ Sorcerer here on the show. Hey, there's a lot of things that are happening there at the Walt Disney World Resort now, and it's kind of a really cool thing. They are making sure that people are enjoying themselves, experiencing magic in all new ways. I sound like Bob Chapek from Disney Parks now. Now you have the opportunity to experience magic in all new ways. You won't want to miss this next experience we're going to be talking about. So these are our top 10 plus ways that you're going to be able to experience Disney magic at the newly reopened Walt Disney World Resort. Kristen, would you like to expand on this and start our list off?
Yeah, let's talk about the Royal Princess Processional. Why do I have a problem saying that word?
I don't know.
This will happen several times a day, and your favorite Disney princesses will travel along the streets of Magic Kingdom. Princess Merida is going to be the one that leads the way on her steed Angus. And then she's followed by floats that carry Cinderella, Tiana, Belle, Jasmine, Snow White, Rapunzel, and some of your other favorite Disney princesses.
Oh my goodness, it's a thunderstorm brewing. Go ahead.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's
all right. Yeah. Also,
so you can wave to them.
Yes.
Practice your princess wave.
Yes. Also happening, and started this weekend over at Magic Kingdom, along with the Royal Princess Processional, is Mickey and Friends Cavalcade. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and their pals pop up throughout the day, inviting everyone to get your ears on as they wave to guests along the parade route.
Okay, so I've got to say, I saw a little bit of a video of this, and the fact that they have Gaston out there on a horse makes me want to go just to see that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. By the way, Danny's giving me a high five, so he didn't leave me hanging. Awesome. John Wolford in the chat. What up, my brother? Also, Austin says, hi, I'm from Plano, Texas. I'm going to watch YouTube fireworks from Epcot tonight to end my weekend. Hey, you could do that, and you can also listen to Sorcerer Radio as well at srsounds.com. That's our home base. As they play the fireworks, you watch the fireworks, you can listen to the soundtrack from the comfort of your own home with awesome audio. Another thing you could do at the Magic Kingdom that started over the weekend was Cinderella's evil stepsisters. From time to time, guests in Fantasyland may spot the dastardly Anastasia and Drizella and can interact with them from afar while they're perched on a balcony off of Cinderella's castle. Wave to the peons. Wave to the peons.
My question is, why are they in the castle?
Because,
why did Cinderella let them in?
Because even she doesn't want to let them have COVID. That's why.
I don't know. They were not nice to her. I wouldn't let them in if they were my sisters.
Oh, there you go. Hey, so moving on to Animal Kingdom, Kristen.
Okay, so this one, it would be something you would enjoy. It's Donald's Dino Boat Bash.
He's my bro, Donald Duck. Donald Duck is my homeboy. Go ahead.
Okay, so Donald Duck Daisy Duck, and Launchpad McQuack,
my boy,
will be waving to guests from a party boat. So it'll move through Dinoland, USA, all the way over to Discovery River.
Oh, that's exciting. That of course happened over the weekend as well. Discovery River Character Cruise is also happening throughout the day. You can see Timon, Rafiki, or Pocahontas with Miko, and they'll be setting sail through the parks and the waterways, and you can say hi, wave to them from afar. So
that'd be cool to see.
That would be cool to see. I like, you don't see those characters all that often anymore. You might see Rafiki, Timon every now and again, but gosh, it's great to see Pocahontas with Miko.
Yeah.
When do you see that? Awesome.
I don't think we've ever seen them together.
Yes, we had, but it was back in the day when they were, I think Pocahontas and Miko were part of the Old Flights bird show. Were they not?
No.
No? Or they had I know.
No, Miko wasn't
part of that?
Wasn't part of Pocahontas' show from back in the
Kristen
day.
and I are avid character photo pass people. We used to call each other character hunters because we'd love to get our picture taken with all the characters. I don't think we've ever had our picture taken with Miko, have we?
I think we may have.
We may have
to dig through the photos.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That is on my list of things to do over the next, month. Organize photos.
Organizing things. Hey, that's what we do under lockdown. Yeah. Okay. Now, Discovery Island drummers, Kristen. Talk about this.
This is cool. They're going to have the percussionists on a cruise going along the Discovery River entertaining guests. I think that's pretty cool. That's a new way for people to be able to see them.
Yeah.
And they might as well use the river, right? It's there.
Exactly.
Put it to use.
Put it to some use. You got to comment in the chat room.
Okay. Lindsay says that Cinderella is nice.
She is. She also says, I like how they're making the characters out and about since they're not really doing character meet and greets with guests. Yep. Exactly right.
Now we're going to move on to a park that hasn't opened just yet.
Yeah, so coming up later on in the week, Epcot, it reopens on July 15th. So we're just a few days. We're just a few days away from that. Mickey and Friends World Tour. As guests travel around World Showcase, they may come up upon Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto, and Goofy, all out sightseeing and waving to their friends.
Interesting.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Good. And now you've got the Frozen Promenade, Kristen.
Yes, where it should say Queen Elsa and Princess Anna, because it says Queen Anna. That's not right. When did Anna become a queen? Okay.
The last Frozen movie, when Elsa decided to stay, so then Anna became Queen of Arendelle. Right?
I don't remember.
Am I right?
I don't remember.
Am I right?
Remember.
All right.
I only seen the movie once. Okay, well, anyway, so Queen, Anna, and Elsa, they're going to venture into the unknown around World Showcase.
Into the great unknown?
Apparently so. Journeying from country to country. And they're going to be also waving hello to their guests along the way.
There you go. There's a lot of these little mini parades. I like it. Also, reopening July 15th would be Disney's Hollywood Studios. So we'll talk about, should I put my announcer voice on for this as well?
Go for it.
Okay. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. While living their own adventures in a galaxy far, far away, guests are likely to come across some familiar faces as they explore Black Spire Outpost on the planet of Batuu. Heroes of the Resistance, including Rey, Chewbacca, and Vi Morty, may be spotted on platforms above the garage in Black Spire Station or surveying activity around the spaceport where the Millennium Falcon has landed. A contingent of First Order stormtroopers joined Kylo Ren in patrolling the landing platform at Docking Bay 9 beneath the TIE Echelon assault vehicle. Did you like that? You like that?
Sure.
Not bad for no pre-reading. All right. And Kristen, Pixar Pals.
Pixar Pals motorcade.
Pixar Pals.
It's always called a motorcade when it's in studios. If you ever noticed that?
Well, they are using cars after all.
I'm just saying, there's always a motorcade there.
Right.
Any which way, Pixar Pals Motorcade is going to have some of the biggest stars from Pixar Animation Studios films. They're going to arrive on Hollywood Boulevard. From The Incredibles to Toy Story, Pals, and more, they'll wave to their fans as they head down the avenue, accompanied by a celebratory musical score.
Very nice. Very nice. And then we also have Disney Junior Stars Motorcade. Woo! This is great for the kiddies. So throughout the day, Disney Junior Star. Wait, let me do this again.
The little
kids, the little ones. Disney Junior Stars Motorcade. Throughout the day, Disney Junior Stars, including Fancy Nancy, Doc McStuffins, and Vampirina, will cruise down Hollywood Boulevard, waving to fans from colorful custom convertibles. That was my whole little Disney Parks voice spiel there for you. Did you enjoy that?
Very nice.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, because it says they're colorful, are they going to be weird colors like purple and pink and things like that you just don't really see?
Maybe.
I mean, since it is Disney Junior after all.
Well, I mean, they might have special cars wrapped because, as we know, Fancy Nancy, Doc McStuffins, and Vampirina all have their own color-coordinated outfits that match their personality. Vampirina being my personal favorite, so because she's a rocker, So maybe she has a black and purple car, convertible. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. Go ahead. Hey, Derek Frank in the chat.
I was going to say, I don't know much about the Disney Junior stuff because
Doc McStuffins.
Yeah, but it's not one of those things that the kids talk about I work because they're a little old.
They're a little older.
At earliest, you can be 4 turning 5 going into kindergarten in the summer to start. So
they're already outside the demo for Disney Junior.
They're already not.
They're
already into the Descendants.
There you go. Yeah, they've graduated Disney Channel. They're no longer Disney Junior. Hey, Lindsay says that's kind of like Disney is 1992. Yes, there's a lot of parades going on. A lot of parades. But hey,
we know they have the automobiles from all the stuff they've done over the years. They just have the stuff and haven't been using it. Because think you had a whole parade back in the day that went through Animal Kingdom.
This is true. So let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other news that is going on that we can chit chat about. Once again, we talked about health and safety procedures, Disney Park pass reservation system. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, that's a very important one.
Okay.
Do not forget that you have to make a reservation for each park that you want to go to each day. And there is no park hopping. So if you're going on Tuesday to Magic Kingdom, remember to go ahead, get on the reservation system, book it. So that way you can go to the park and they don't go, I'm sorry, we're closed. You can't fit in today.
Yeah, because they have that limited capacity. So you need to make sure that you know exactly where you're going to go. No park hopping.
No park hopping.
No park hopping. No footabutting. No footabutting. So there's that. Then, of course, we did talk about, yes.
Just think, one of the pros to all of this is that when you go to get on transportation to catch the tram, they can't load you up with 5 people in a row or somebody's sitting on top of you. This will be the first time that you will have a row to yourself, and Disney can't make somebody get in the row with you.
No footaboarding. No
footaboarding. It's
quite
exciting to me because that is the one thing. I don't want strangers sitting next to me. I don't know what germs you've got.
Yes, but then, hey, look,
this may not smell so fresh.
No. So there's going to be social distancing on the trams. There's going to be social distancing within your row, but there's also going to be social distancing at the beer garden.
That's true. You cannot
for the
make
first
new
time.
friends.
No
at the
more. Well,
beer
you can
garden.
make new friends. You just have to be socially distanced, right? So
that is very, very true. That is a new thing.
It'll change for people that are eating at Beer Garden. And, to be
whenever
honest,
it opens.
Yeah, whenever it opens.
It is
because
buffet.
it is buffet. So who knows what's going to happen there? Who knows? Maybe they can just make you a plate. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. But anyway, I'm sure there's going to be information at diningatdisney.com, Kristen's website, here in just a little bit, whenever that information's available. So once again, it's information that you need to know before you go. We talked about the Park Pass reservation system. So make sure you get onto that. The health and safety procedures. We've talked about, the fact that you will have your temperature screened before you go into the parks. That's important. There's going to be cashless transactions, so be prepared to use your card. So Magic Bands, debit cards, credit cards, gift card, Disney gift cards, all that stuff is going to be happening. Yes.
I've heard this from people out and about, like just in everyday dealings, not Disney related.
Okay.
But a lot of people complaining about the fact that they can't pay with cash and that they don't understand why they can't use cash. And I can tell you why. If you are handing somebody cash, you have to hand it to them. They have to deal with your money. If you are paying via credit card, gift card, something like that, you swipe it in a machine, you don't have to exchange something.
No, they'll give you
with that employee.
Right. There's your Magic Band, bam. You want to put your chip reader, bam, there you go. They don't have to interact with any type of, hand germs exchanging, what have you. So that's important to know. Right.
A lot of people don't realize really how dirty money is. It's disgusting.
Yep. It does happen. So once again, we talked about that, dining procedures. Once again, we've talked about that, the My Disney Experience app with that mobile technology, menus there on QR codes. Your phone is going to be one of the most important pieces of tech you're going to have, not only for the reservation system, for My Disney Experience, dining, menus, and also, what is that, when you do your dining, pick up mobile ordering. Mobile ordering, that's it. So that's going to be so important as well. And then I think another thing, you go ahead.
If people are looking for a list of what restaurants will be open, I do have that listed on Dining at Disney.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So here we go. The new Blended Festival debuting at Epcot also later on this week. Kristen, you want to talk about this? Because you talked about it on Dining at Disney, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new version of Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. So when the park reopens on July 15th, so will what they are calling the Taste of Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. And it's going to be the longest festival ever held at Disney World. So what they're going to do is because we have to remember that the Flower and Garden Festival had just started when everything happened.
Yep.
So to kind of keep that going, they're taking, I guess, what's already there from Flower and Garden and bringing in food and wine elements to it. So they're going to have 20 signature global marketplaces, including some of your favorites like Hawaii, hops and barley, islands of the Caribbean. There will be additional tables also placed throughout the park, so you can stop, remove your mask, eat. Remember, you can't make new friends and walk up and join them at their table. You must maintain your social distancing, so you're going to have to eat at the table by yourself. They do have a new topiary, which I am excited about, and somebody needs to get a picture of it and tag Dining at Disney in their Instagram post because it is Remy. They are making a Remy topiary in the France Pavilion.
How long is this festival going to last? Have you heard?
I don't remember.
Probably
it's a way longer. Yeah.
Well, I would think that it's going to go all the way up till September because that's when they have the Halloween stuff coming out.
No, it's going to be longer
Oh,
than that.
even-
You gotta
that's
remember,
right,
It's
it's at
food and
Epcot.
wine.
It's food and
So
wine.
that
Okay, you're
usually
right.
runs through the first week. It's as late as through the second week
That's cool.
of November.
That's cool.
So you could have.
I just hope we can. It would be nice. It would be nice to go. I'm just saying it would be nice to go. We have not missed the Epcot Food and Wine Festival in how many years, Kristen? Like 13 years?
Not since I think, was it 08 or 07?
Yeah, we haven't missed a single year, and it'd be nice to go back for our anniversary. It'd be nice. In a perfect world, it'd be nice. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it would be nice. So there it is. All the new things you can experience. Parade after wonderful parade. Cavalcade after awesome motorcade. And then you have the blended festival debuting with face masks. So a lot of things you can check out under this new normal that we're all experiencing there at the park. Try not to cry when you walk in, but I guarantee you probably will. I've seen it happen on video. I've seen people cry walking into the park after 4 months. 4 months we haven't been able to get to the park. Now I'm crying.
Think how long it's been since we've been.
It's been a long time. This is the longest we've ever not been at the park. So it definitely is going to be an interesting thing for sure. Danny says, thank you for the dining list. We'll be ready. Will they be adding additional mobile order restaurants?
I would believe so. I haven't seen that yet, but I would think so because it's a lot easier to mobile order and there is less communication, less contact from person to person.
Yes.
So I would be shocked if pretty much every quick service place doesn't eventually get added to do that, to make things run smoother and easier and healthier.
Yep. Well, we want to know what you're looking forward to the most when you get back into the swing of things, when you get back to the park, when you call Kristen to book your next trip. We want to know. We want to know. So please let us know in the comments. Feel free to send us a DM. Next week, we're going to do an Ask Us Anything. So you can ask us anything about Disney, Marvel, Star Wars. Yep.
I didn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this now because we're
Okay.
telling people how to contact.
All right.
You now have email. You have
What?
an Aljon at the DisneyList.com email.
Okay,
I set
great.
it up this week.
Oh, great.
I forgot to tell you.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. So you can now reach me at Aljon at thedisneylist.com. And I'm sure you can reach Kristen at...
At Kristen at diningatdisney.com because I
Okay.
did not set up one for me. I have
All
enough
right.
emails to check.
Well, so do I. That's awesome. I'd like once again to give a shout out to our Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone on Facebook and on Discord. So be sure to check us out there as well. TheDisneyList.com. That's a great place for you to check out. We've got our Amazon links in there. You can check us out on every podcast known to man. If there's a podcast service, we're going to be on it, especially Spotify. There's a whole archive of shows that are going to be there. And hopefully I'll be able to add more WDW Tiki Room classic episodes in the near future. So be on the lookout for that. And I tell you what, Lindsay, what I might do for you is give you a special link to some shows because you are our big Patreon right now. So if you want to listen, if you want to be a Patreon, you can have exclusive access to some of our old shows from WDW Tiki Room. That includes interviews with great actors and actresses back when we used to cover so much movie stuff, so much. So I'll be in touch with you, Lindsay. But if you want to be part of that tribe and the elite, if you will, feel free to DM us, leave us a message, and donate to us every month, and we'll get you access to some of our archives from WDW Tiki Room. That is, if she wants. So let us know if you're interested in it. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So, hey, Kate, good to see you in the chat. Once again, you can follow us there. Dining, I almost said Dining at Disney. Disney List Podcast at the Disney List on Facebook, the Disney List Cast on Instagram, and the Disney List on Twitter.
Kate being there probably means Zach is. So I'm going to say hi to Zach.
Okay. Hi, Zach. How you doing?
Because he has been a guest on our show.
Yeah, he has been a guest.
He
You can
has.
check out, on the old show.
Yep.
So you can definitely check that out. Props up to DJ Sorsey for the music, as well as the replay heroes that you can hear in the background. You can also follow me, Aljon Go, on Instagram. And Kristen, once again, where can people book their trips?
At Disney. Theme parks and cruises at gmail.com. I'm losing my mind. And don't forget to check out Dining at Disney.
Okay.
Diningatdisney.com and social media. And make sure to, if you've missed already the George Melotes interview, catch that one, as well as our one with our good friend Jewel from City Stroller.
Absolutely. Great stuff there at diningatdisney.com. Available in other podcatchers everywhere. Everywhere you can find great podcasts. So, thank you for tuning in. We love you so much. Thank you for being part of the tribe here at the Disney List. Next week, ask us anything. Ask us anything, and we'll answer it for you. All right. In the meantime, I'm Aljon.
And I'm Kristen.
And we'll see you real soon. All right.
Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company or its holdings and is intended for entertainment purposes.
Oh, you want to say something now the show's over?
We got to click on this.
Oh, yeah.
Because Zach says, hi, Aunt Kristen and Uncle Aljon. So I gotta give it a little hug. The little huggy heart.
Little huggy heart. All right. Sending care. Danny, hey, thanks, buddy. Hope you had a great show. Have a great night, everybody. We appreciate it. Thanks for the support on the show. Thank you for all the love.